Just imagine you're standing in a glass box. You can see everyone outside, your boss, your team, your clients. You are speaking, you are gesturing, you're giving them your best, your brilliant ideas. You can see their lips moving, you can't really hear anything, and they're not even nodding yes. Instead, they look confused. They ask you to say it again by gestures. And you do say it again. You use more words. You try to talk louder, faster. You try to explain it. But it feels like you're talking to the glass. The more you talk, the more exhausted you get. But they don't seem to respond. This is happening when you are standing inside a glass box, which means you have something outside you, some kind of a shell which is breaking the communication between you and them. Scientists call this the explanation loop, and this is the single biggest thief of professional confidence. Last Tuesday, I was training a team in Kolkata. A woman named Neha looked at me with so much frustration and said, "Sarika, I don't think I have a clarity problem. I know what to say, but when I speak, people don't fully get it. And because of that, I have to keep repeating it again, explaining it again. And sometimes I just get very frustrated and I give up." I was stunned because she was right. She was not confused. Most of you listening here, you're not confused. You're brilliant thinkers. But the problem isn't thinking. It's the articulation. It's how the words actually land. The difference between what you say and what the listener hears. In today's episode, we are going to break that glass box. We're not talking about big fancy vocabulary. We are not sounding impressive. We are talking about being easy to understand so you never have to repeat yourself 3 times ever again. We will also look at why people don't get you even when you are clear. And I'm going to walk you through 3 very specific exercises that will change how your voice feels inside a room. Let's roll. Okay, let's actually try to find out what happens in our brain when a point doesn't land. Let's say you say something in a meeting and you instantly feel that it didn't land, it didn't hit. And because of that, your confidence, it goes down. To fix it, you explain again, you over-explain. But people don't like to work hard to understand you. And attention is a currency. It is in short supply. If someone has to decode your words, if he has to work hard to understand what you're saying or guess what you meant, they will just stop spending their attention on you. Think of it like a package. Your idea is the gift in that beautiful package. And that articulation, how your words land, is the packaging. If the packaging is messy, it is hard to open, people assume the gift is not worth the effort. I remember working with a founder named Karan. I will not share the second name. The man was a genius, but he spoke like he was running a race. His words blended together and key points, they evaporated. In investor meetings, he was losing money not because his idea was bad, but because he was too much work to listen to. If you're stuck in this loop, here's the what not to do list. Number 1, don't keep adding more words. More words equal more fog. Means more confusion to the people who hear it. So keep your words short, crisp, to the point. Number 2, don't apologize for your ideas. Stop saying things like, I might be wrong, but still I want to say this. Why are you apologizing? People will stop listening to you before you even start saying it. And number 3, Don't rush to fill the silence. Silence is actually where the other person's brain digests what you said. Pause. Give them time to process it. Let them think about it. So from now onwards, we are going to use fewer words to explain anything. We are not going to apologize for our ideas. And we are not going to fill in the silences. Instead, we want people to get you the first time. When that happens, you stop feeling rushed. You start sounding calmer and more steady. This isn't just about how others see you, it's about you, how you experience yourself. By the way, if you like what you're learning here, come join the conversation on Instagram at Communicate101 because I share small micro hacks that you can use at work, maybe tomorrow or with your friends at a party. But I usually do them in stories, and you see stories only when you're following, right? Clever me. I put less reels and more stories. All right, let's get into the gym for a workout right now. I'm in the articulation gym, where we do real exercises. I hope your protein shake is ready. You'll actually do your workouts with me and you'll build some communication muscle. Where? Right here, right now, in the legs leg. Follow along. All right, warm up. Now I want us to get practical. Since this is an audio podcast, I want you to actually do these with me right now. I don't care. You must be in your car, at your desk, walking the dog. Let's do some vocal push-ups. Exercise number 1. The 80% speed limit. Most people who struggle with articulation are actually just driving too fast. If you speak at 100% of your brain speed, your mouth will stumble. So the exercise is that I want you to say this sentence out loud. I am making it easy for people to understand me. Now, I want you to say it again, but this time at 80% of that speed. I am making it easy for people to understand me. Don't be slow, just be deliberate. Imagine every word has a tiny bit of weight attached to it. Can you feel the difference? I am making it easy for people to understand me. Your words start landing rather than just passing through. See, in this exercise, the 80% speed limit, even my speed was reduced and I kind of enjoyed it. How about you? Share it with me on Insta. My handle is Communicate101. Moving on to exercise number 2. I call it the over-enunciator. Very often we mumble because we are lazy in our mouth muscles. This exercise is about waking those muscles. So, just pick up a random paragraph. It can be anything on your book, newspaper, anywhere. Maybe the one I just said. And exaggerate your pronunciation to an embarrassing degree. Open your mouth wider than usual. Hit every T, every P, every K sharply. It'll feel very awkward, believe you me. But you might look like a cartoon character. There is magic in this. When you go back to speaking normally, your words will actually come out cleaner because now you have stretched your muscles. So just pick up any paragraph which is available to you. Exaggerate the pronunciation. Yes, to that embarrassing degree. I know you're going to hate me because while talking like this, you might look silly. You can do this exercise in private. That'll look simpler. We'll start the third exercise very shortly in the next lesson. I hope you liked exercise number 1 and 2. Now we come to the final exercise, the 60-second audit. And this is the one that actually changes your life. Once a day, any time that you're comfortable, take your phone, press the record button, and explain any one thing for 1 minute. You can explain why you're hungry, you can explain why dolphins cannot speak, you can speak about anything. Just explain anything for 1 minute. Now, listen back. Don't judge your voice. Just notice. Where did I rush? Where did 2 words sound like 1? Observe yourself very carefully. Hear it. That awareness, that 60-second audit is 90% of the cure. When you see the gap between what you thought, you said, and what actually came out, your brain starts fixing it automatically in the next conversation. I'm teaching you these specific drills because they are the foundation of what I've done for 25 years. I've spent 2 decades training leaders on confidence and communication clarity. And honestly, confidence isn't a feeling you wake up with. It's a byproduct of skill. These 3 exercises are people's favorite in my workshops. And I'm just sharing them with you here absolutely gratis because I enjoy training people. And this is exactly why I'm building my upcoming course, How to Become the Most Confident Version of Yourself. It's built on those 25 years of experience. We don't just talk about feeling brave. We talk about how to say it clearly, and ensuring that people actually get you. There's actually a scientific reason why this works. A study on speech fluency shows that listeners perceive speakers who have fewer pauses and clear articulation as more competent and trustworthy. It's called the halo effect. If you sound clearer, people assume your ideas are clear too. So let's bring that halo effect into your everyday life. Let's go back to Neha. Remember my Kolkata workshop where this girl was absolutely clear about things in her head, but people did not find her clear enough? She didn't need to read more books. She didn't need another degree. She just needed her words to land better. And once she slowed down slightly and she used these exercises, something moved. She didn't have to repeat as much. People responded faster, and most importantly, she felt in control. It was the same thoughts, just a different delivery. And that changed everything. If you practice this, you will start noticing change yourself everywhere. You'll see the person in meetings who speaks for only 30 seconds, but everyone stops to listen. Such a person is often not loud. He's just clear. He doesn't push ideas. People naturally follow them. Observe such a person very carefully. So this is the goal, becoming someone who feels steady and confident across any situation. So here's your summary for today. Articulation is not about sounding fancy. It's about being kind to your listener by making it easier to understand you. So slow down a little, practice your pronunciation, listen to yourself once a day. The gap isn't in your head, it's in the delivery. I'm so glad you're on this journey with me. This is Communicate 101, where we make everyday communication simple. Why? So that it actually works. And before I go, I want to leave you with a teaser for next week. Have you ever been in a situation where someone asks you for a quick favor? And even though you're drowning in work, you hear the word, yes, come out of your mouth. Why did you say that yes? Why couldn't you simply say that, sorry, I'm busy. No, I'm overloaded already. We are going to deep dive into why you keep saying yes when you really want to say no. We're going to talk about the psychology of people pleasing and how to set boundaries that actually stick without feeling like a difficult person. Say hi to me on Insta at Communicate101 and tell me if you benefited from this episode. Also, if you share your communication problem with me, I might just do a whole episode for you, just like I did this one for Neha. Until then, keep it simple, keep it clear, and keep building that communication muscle. Happy gymming! Thank you for listening to this episode of Communicate 101 Speaking Writing Tips with Sarika Singh. If you want to be notified of upcoming episodes, be sure to hit the subscribe button and follow the podcast. I'll be back to share more stories, more life experiences, and more communication tips every Friday. If you want to reach me or connect with me, just put your comments in the comment box below or mail me at info@sarikasingh.in. I know you're going to rate and review this podcast, so a big thank you in advance. Stay tuned and think about what we talked today.